So for example, maybe in education, that is what we dwell in mostly, whereby the reason why we administer these tools is because we want to evaluate the learners, measure their intelligence level, and also document knowledge, the skills they have gained, if there are attitudes that they have got, or performance in various contexts. It can be either in class or outside the class. So I will look at the first type of assessment. We have types, and in this case, I will dwell with educational assessment. So under educational assessment, we have various types of assessments. That is formative assessment, that is used to monitor learning. So under formative, we can find tools like maybe quizzes, exit tickets, peer reviews, and concept maps. We also have the summative, which is used to evaluate learning at the end of the instruction. Maybe at the end of the year, that is summative. That is where we have the standardized tests like the KIPSEA, KGSEA, and so on. Then we also have the diagnostic assessment that is used to identify strength and weakness. So under these, we can use tools like pre-tests, checklists, reading inventories, and so on. Then lastly, we have self-inquiry assessment. So under this, the learners can be able to assess themselves. So we have the rubrics, they can use the rubrics, the reflective journals, peer evaluation forms, and so on. Then I want us to look at factors. When you want to choose these assessment tools, what are some of the factors? What are some of the factors to consider when choosing an assessment tool? Whether you want to use a written test, a rubric, an observation schedule. So what are some of the factors that will guide you to choose a certain assessment test? So the first one is the purpose of the assessment. So under this, is it your purpose? Is it formative or summative, diagnostic or evaluative? What is your purpose for you? What is your purpose that leads you to choose a certain test? Or what specific knowledge, skill, or behavior are you trying to measure? So if you are trying to measure something that is observable, then automatically you cannot choose a written test. You have to use an observation schedule so that you observe and document. So that is purpose. Then another factor that we need to consider when choosing these assessment tools, the validity. So under validity, it does the tool. So we shall look at if the tool measures what it's supposed to measure. So this particular tool, does it help you measure what you are intended to measure or not? Or is it aligned with the learning objectives or performance? Always choose a tool that is aligned with your learning objectives. If you choose a tool that is not aligned with your learning objectives, then automatically you will not be able to assess what you have intended to. Then we have reliability is also another factor. So under reliability, is the tool consistent and dependable in measuring results over time across different users? So you will look at this tool if it is a written test. Can this written test be consistent and dependable across different users, or it can only be used under one user? So number 4, we have the practically and visibility. So is the tool easy to administer and scope? Always go for a tool that is easy for you to administer, a tool that will not give you headache. We can choose some tools and we don't know them well, then they start disturbing us, and we also don't know how to score them. So always go for a tool technology is the tool you are choosing. Do you know it well? Do you need extra training or extra technology to be used so that you can use it? Then a cultural and language bias. We also look at that, whereby is the tool free from cultural or language bias. This particular tool that you want to use, whether it's a rubric, whether it's a written test, any other tool that you want to use, make sure that it is free from cultural and language bias, because if it is language bias, then you can have some problems. Then we should also look at, is it suitable for the population being assessed? Either tool you want. Also look at the type of learners. Is it necessary or not? Then the time constraints. How long does it take to administer and evaluate? Do not go for a tool that will take you 2 years before you give the results. Always look at the time frame, whereby the shorter time you take to give feedback, the better. Then is it suitable within the available time frame? If you give the results within 2 days, which particular tool do you want to use? So also consider